I also want to try to see what other colors this bad boy has.
New Horizon.
New Horizon. I think I had that one before. I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow again because Critical Role is there. Like Matthew Mercer, like the whole gang. Matthew Mercer, Marisha Ray, Travis Willingham, Laura Bailey. Nice. And they're only there for an hour. So I wanna see if I can like what the event is with them. And I met Matthew Mercer and Marisha Ray before, and they actually gave me a coin and a D20 die. So if I have a chance to have a face-to-face with them, I wonder if they recognize me first of all, because last time I met them, I had much shorter hair. So I wonder if they remember who I am. We also met in a completely like not at all, not a con at all. Like we just met. I'm not gonna say where because like they prefer that place to be not a hub for fans to come in, and then like bar them. So, but I met them before, and I got to talk with Marisha a little bit, and I got to like hug Matt and all that stuff. It was really cool. So I hope that tomorrow maybe I get to have a face-to-face, and maybe they recognize me again, and I get to meet the other actors as well. Would be cool. But for now, you know what else might be cool? Carnival prize. That might. Oh, very short one. Okay. Here we go. Safe. SCP-1651 is to be held in a standard containment locker located within Site-77. Physical contact with SCP-1651 is not permitted for Foundation personnel, as this will trigger the anomalous effect. Standard testing is permitted throughout the year, with special testing authorized for days where it displays its additional anomaly. SCP-1651 is a stuffed toy resembling a stylized elephant. Henry, don't look! Henry, look away! This might get ugly. This might get ugly. It is well worn and has 6 holes that were stitched prior to containment. The head and one leg appear to have been deliberately torn off and stitched back onto the main body. Henry! I said don't look! Don't look, Henry! The name Seth has been stitched onto SCP-1651's chest. Contact with SCP-1651 causes a cognition-affecting anomaly to occur. Subject will perceive themselves in a midway, watching as a young adult male wins a Carnival prize for a young woman. Subject will perceive themselves in a midway, watching as a young adult male wins a Carnival prize for young. Okay, this event will be viewed as though the subject were a third party at the event, instead of being through the viewpoint of the subject receiving or gifting the person. This effect will last for 4 minutes and 34 seconds, or until the subject ceases contact with SCP-1651. Not sure how, like, I mean, so far, I know there's gonna be more, but so far it seems to be like, you have, in your own imagination, you're the third party, you're the third wheel. Just watching some, like, a couple having fun at the carnival, and you're just there like, yeah, good for you. The young woman and man depicted in SCP-1651 have been identified as Lucy and Seth Bronson, a married couple formerly located in Miami, Florida. Seth Bronson was killed on the 5th, 24th, 1976 in an automobile accident returning from an unknown location. Lucy Bronson was reported as a missing person on the 10th, 20th, 1976. She is currently regarded as a person of interest. Something tells me she's not alive. Maybe. I think she's not alive. If SCP-1651 is contacted on a certain days through the year, the anomalous effect will show a different scene. There are 6 days through the year when SCP-1651 displays this effect, and each of these days has a unique perspective. During the time SCP-1651 has been in containment, there have been no alteration for this schedule. I assume it's going to be different scenes from Seth and Lucy's life. The fact that the elephant is also torn apart tells me that maybe, perhaps, they weren't a happy couple. Or that they became an unhappy couple. That is my assumption. We will read what these 6 days have to offer right now. Here we go. Date, the 5th, 24th. The normal effect occurs, followed by a sudden perspective shift to Lucy and Seth Bronson's arriving home, discussing a circus. They appear to be conversing inaudibly and will continue to do so until 5 minutes and 23 seconds after the effect's initiation, when there's a sudden flash of light accompanied by the sounds of an automobile accident. Man, there's a surprising amount of SCPs about broken relations. Oh yeah. Probably because that's like every the SCP Foundation is not meant to be relatable, but like you can having an SCP you can relate to will always benefit from the reader preferring it. So like if you have an SCP that's all about like a broken relationship, somebody out there's gonna read that and be like, yeah, this is how I felt. yeah, this is how I felt. And sometimes even like happy couples gonna read this and be like, damn, I hope this never happens to us. Well, not in the SCP way, but like, you know. Like I read one SCP 2 weeks ago, I think, that was all about like a videotape recording of a couple being so in love with each other, and every time you play the recording, they do something different. But then after playing it over 300 times, the couple broke up, because there was a period where they had a break from each other, and then the woman realized like, I'm actually happy without him, and the guy was like, I'm unhappy without her, and then when they came back together, she just broke up with him, and he ceased to exist in that tape ever since then. He literally just vanished. So yeah, but it's a memorable SCP, and it's a good SCP too. So I'm just saying, like, having broken relationship SCPs just it can connect people, and it can be relatable. 6th, 3rd, a subject. Why did you dye your hair, Ice Spice? Now, good sir, if you think I'm Ice Spice, you are definitely very blind. 6th, 3rd, a subject identified as Lucy Bronson appears distraught and is clinging to SCP-1651 outside of a shut door in what appears to be a residential home. This persists for exactly 10 minutes. Initially, she appears to be distraught. After 5 minutes, she appears to become affected by SCP-1651 and acts out her emotions for the normal effects while staying seated in her home. Okay, so she's clinging in a residential home all by herself. Is this the car? So is this the car accident that killed Seth, and now she's in a residential home, just like sad? Probably. Yeah? 7th, 12th. 7th, 12th. Through the perspective of SCP-1651, Bronson communicates various details about her day, which appears to have been spent within the home, and mentions that she is pleased he has recovered from his injuries. Notably, the subject appears to refer to SCP-1651 as Seth repeatedly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. After SCP-1651 fails to respond to her, she becomes distraught and begins to shout augmentative phrases at SCP-1651. Ends approximately 7 minutes after initiation, and SCP-1651's head is torn off. Henry, please! Henry! Why are you still looking, my man? Look away already! There's some Plushie abuse happening here. 8th. 9 minutes of Lucy Bronson's stitching SCP-1651 back together, apologizing and referring to SCP-1651 as Seth. Notably, several new holes have been stitched into SCP-1651. These appear to correspond with injuries sustained by Seth Bronson, which resulted in his death. Wow, so the whole... Okay, interesting. The puppet is connected to Seth in such a way that like the holes on the puppet are the same holes as Seth's body has. Does that mean that if you decapitate this puppet, that Seth's body gets decapitated as well? Let's not think about that too hard. 10th, 9th, static viewpoint of SCP-1651, position in front of a refrigerator. The sound of someone moving things in the background can be heard, followed by a slamming door. 11th, 12th, view of Seth Bronson's head soon to SCP-1651's but. Well, Seth was decapitated before the plush was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, true. See, this is why I need an audience, because like sometimes because my brain is trying to be entertaining and reading and trying to understand everything. So no head. I sometimes forget or miss something. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, his head got decapitated. View of Seth Bronson's head sewn to SCP-1651's body in place of its normal head. It appears to recuperate the conversation seen on the 7th, 12th and becomes confused when Lucy becomes violent. Lucy. What have you... Is that what... So the static viewpoint of a position in front of a refrigerator. Do you think she kept Jeff's head in the refrigerator? Do you think that's what the point behind that one is? God damn. Lucy. Lucy, what the hell is wrong with you? See, so the plushie came alive momentarily. It came alive. It came alive momentarily. Yeah, absolutely. It actually came alive and talked to Lucy. And Lucy then, for some reason, got angry at it. That is... that is so messed up. That is messed up. Like, I'm also trying to think, like, did she have the head this whole time? Or did she steal it from the morgue or from the graveyard? You know what I mean? Did she go grave robbing? Or did she always did she take the head with her the moment the accident happened? Because both cases are not very pleasant to think about. Both cases are very dark thoughts.